Welcome back to the Red Carpet Re-Up, one of the biggest what-ifs in hip-hop history. Lil Wayne and Juelz Santana's I Can't Feel My Face mixtape. Fans were hyped, the music was recorded, and yet, nothing. The project never saw a proper release, and for years, rumors swirled about who was to blame. Now, Cameron is setting the record straight. According to Cameron, it wasn't personal, it was business. The issue? Universal Records, the parent company of both Def Jam and Cash Money. At the time, Wayne was still contractually obligated to deliver his own solo album before Universal would allow any collaborations. Their stance? We get 95% and Def Jam gets 5%. That was a deal Def Jam just couldn't accept. For years, some fans blamed Cameron, thinking he shut down the project. But according to Killer Cam, the decision was out of his hands. Def Jam's legal team, including their head lawyer Steve Garley, made the final call saying, "We're not doing that." Simply put, it wasn't Cam's choice. It was corporate red tape.
So, niggas like, yo, Juelz and Lil Wayne was supposed to do an album one time. And niggas like, Kim don't want the Lil Wayne and Juelz project to come out. Yo, I don't know why he's stopping it, this, that, and third. And look, I ain't gonna front, this kind of like when we all wasn't on the same page. So what happened is, when niggas was doing the album, and I'm one of them niggas, me and you used to come to me with mad shit niggas talk about me, and I used to ignore it. Then I got to the point like, you cool enough for me to explain shit to you, because I don't like explaining myself to niggas. Believe what you want to believe. I don't give a fuck. And so when I started, me and you got really cool, and I was clearing shit up with you, and then had called niggas, they like Tito, for instance, you be like, oh, get the fuck out of here this whole time, etc. But it was a time Juelz was supposed to put out a project with Lil Wayne, and it didn't happen. And they was like, Cam don't want the project to come out. Cam don't want the project to come out. And that's not what happened. What happened was, Lil Wayne, and mind you, Lil Wayne wasn't the superstar. He was a star, but remember, Lil Wayne emerged into a superstar after the Carter 1 and Carter 2 and 3 and A Million, all that shit. So he didn't put out his first album yet, talking about Lil Wayne. So Juelz and Lil Wayne had a project. They did. Def Jam is under Universal, which Lil Wayne was signed to. So when they wanted to put this project out, Universal told Def Jam, well, Lil Wayne still didn't give us his album yet. So if y'all want to put this project out, we're taking 95%, and Def Jam, y'all can take 5%. And so Steve Garley, shout out to Steve Garley, he's now the lawyer, the head lawyer for Universal. At the time, he was the lawyer for Def Jam. And we still good to this day. Now go find Steve Garley and ask him that. Niggas don't know who Steve Garley is. Niggas just want to blame Cam. We had a joint venture deal with Def Jam. So if that project came out, that means that Def Jam would get 2%, 2.5% of the album, and me and Juelz would get 2.5% of the album. And they say, Cam, we love you and all that, but we're not doing that. We can't do it. I said, but they really want to come out. He said, Cam, you listen, we're going to get 2.5%, and Universal gets 95%. And they was more on that tip because Lil Wayne didn't even hand in his project yet. So they like, how we going to okay the Juelz and Wayne project if Lil Wayne didn't even hand in his project? Maybe we could revisit it after Lil Wayne's project comes out, but until then, no, we're taking 95%, because I don't know how much they gave Lil Wayne. You know, at that time, you get an advance, a budget, and they probably was thinking, well, where's our money for what we gave Wayne? And that part is all speculation. But Steve Garley and Def Jam at the particular time didn't okay it. But I get the blame. Yo, Kim is hating. Kim don't want Juelz's project to come out. Y'all fucked up, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. Niggas don't really understand the back story on what's going on. And niggas probably still say that to this day.
Juelz Santana backed up Cam's version of events in a 2022 Vlad TV, explaining that industry politics made projects like this nearly impossible back then. Unlike today, where artists drop joint albums overnight back in the 2000s, labels had full control. The same issue happened with Wayne and T-Pain's T-Wayne project. It got shelved too. So there you have it. I Can't Feel My Face wasn't killed by beef. It was crushed by label politics. If today's streaming era existed back then, who knows? Maybe we'd have gotten the full project. But what do you think? Should they drop the official version now? Let me know in the comments. If you love hip-hop history and untold stories, hit that like button and subscribe to The Red Carpet Re-Up. More deep dives coming soon. Stay tuned.